Alola, everyone. My name is jakepeter, and welcome to another episode of 12 Days of Alola. We are just 5 days away from the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo, and I cannot be any more hyped than I am right now. We are actually going to be talking about Pokéride today, and how there is going to be no more HMs in the Pokemon games, which is kind of exciting, if you think about it. No more having to not be able to get rid of a move, because it might get you stuck somewhere. You're always going to have the ability to get out of trouble if you have gotten any way. So there are going to be 6 new Pokérides, at least that we're currently aware of right now. The first of which is Charizard, where we're going to get the ability to fly. Now, they have already confirmed that there is not going to be a soaring mode for Alola. I think this is because the islands are so far stretched out that your Pokemon shouldn't be able to fly for those long periods of time. At least, not with Charizard. We can kind of get away with that with the Eon Pokemon, Latios and Latios. But I'm not sure how the Charizard would handle all of that. But it's going to be more like an overhead map, if speculation is correct. So we'll still be able to, navigate, but we're not going to actually get to fly in the air as Charizard past an animation. But we're still going to get to where we need to get to, so no worries on that. The second, we're going to combine this with a third, who are Lapras and Sharpedo. They both let you be able to surf. Lapras is more of a casual, let's go around, and Sharpedo is more like, let's smash rocks, and jump around and have all the good times that we can have. This isn't completely new of a concept. We have been able to ride Pokemon in the past, namely Lapras, where we could see just the animation of the character themselves if we used Surf as that specific Pokemon. And so it's kind of exciting to actually get to see it with more art and in a greater style. It's just great. And then, like, with strength not being a thing, there's kind of like the rocks to deal with, but instead of moving them, we're kind of just crushing them now. So no more puzzle like they had in Victory Road before, which was kind of hard, but fun. Then we have Mudsdale, who allows you to walk on rocky terrain. Now, we've already been able to walk on rocky terrain with Pokemon before, with Rhyhorn. This is nothing super new, but it's kind of allowing you to do this now with newer Pokemon, as well as just, keeping the theme with what it should be, and giving us just access to Pokéride, which is what it should be. What's great is I'm hoping that we can actually ride Mudsdale whenever we unlock this. Even if it might be a little slower. I'm not sure how the speed of this is going to be. We only know how Tauros is. Tauros actually is another one that we're going to be able to ride, where it's kind of like Mudsdale where you walk around, but instead of walking on rocky terrain, you break through rocks, just like Sharpedo allows you to do on the water. And he can actually sprint, as we have seen in the demo, so you can get to places really quickly. Whether or not it's faster than supposed skates or running mode or shoes, whatever we're getting in this game, it'll be interesting to say the least. And then the final Pokemon is Stoutland, who is able to sniff around to find these hidden items, kind of like pickup ability, I would assume. So you'll get small items. Maybe you'll pick up a potion here, a Pokeball there. If you're lucky, you can get a nugget, maybe some other stuff. But it's going to be fun. I'm definitely excited to be able to use these Pokemon in any way necessary. Now, these are not Pokemon that you have to capture. This is kind of thinking of it as like a service, almost like you call upon an Uber, but you're calling upon one of these Pokemon instead. But what do you think about HMs being removed? It definitely stops people from getting stuck in certain situations that they shouldn't be. But I'm genuinely curious as to how your reaction is to this. I'm excited. That's all for now. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about there supposedly being no gyms and just island trials. So we'll speculate about that tomorrow. But if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to soar into that like button, just as Charizard would, and just as Lapras would. Subscribe for a very chill time. And until next time, Alola.